Hello everyone, welcome back to Kenshi. So last time we were faffing about a little bit. We attacked a Holy Nation mine, freed a few slaves. Actually wanted to recruit a couple of them, but they weren't interested, unfortunately. But we still did a good deed, I guess. We're gonna leave them alone for a little while, let some of our bounties degrade. I'm just checking everyone, we're all good to go. So, way back in the day when Izumi joined us, it was because she wanted to get out of the little crap hole town she was in of Bark, and really use it as an opportunity to expend her research a little bit. So I'm going to use that as justification. She took a pretty severe injury a couple episodes ago. To make it up for her, we are going to visit the university at World's End, which is a pretty decent trip when you are not going through Holy Nation territory, because we are either heretics, unclean, or just criminals in most of their eyes right now. So we're going to take the long way through the Foglands. Not worried about that. And we're going to break into a couple new areas here. I think this is Obedience, a really cool area. The Floodlands, potentially dangerous, but some interesting people there. I can't remember what this place is called, but it's a place. And then World's End. So we're going to do a bit of a loop around, cutting through the Foglands, Obedience, Mystery Island here, up to the university. And the university is a cool area, ran by the Tech Hunters. But I distributed the new gear, mostly some new shirts. Everyone has food, got sleeping bags just in case. For Kellen still has his good crossbow. So we're gonna long haul it. Actually, I'm gonna take all of our food just in case. Not like we have much extra or much missing. And we have all of our rum to sell because it is a university. Running low on good backpacks, so we'll just hand these out one by one. So let's go. We'll start north, break northwest to the Foglands. And go on a little field trip. Not a lot of friendly places between there and here. And we are... What is going on here? So there are a bunch of Holy Nation people just outside of town, and they want to kill Sadniel. Interesting start. But yeah, the guards will get involved. This town is run by the Holy Nation Outlaws. They are not friendly with the Holy Nation. These High Paladins are brutal. 60 points. These servants are just riffraff. And they don't seem to have any regular Paladins with them. So only these ninja guards really are a match for these High Paladins. What were they doing up here? That is so weird. But we can't leave the defense of the town up to just the guards, so maybe more of a reason to avoid the Holy Nation, because I doubt our reputation will be coming intact after this. Okay, Owl, you're not the one I should be attacking a Paladin. Really, no one should be, but Ruka, who else can handle it? No one really. What's Mistako doing? Yeah, you're not passive anymore. Neither Sans. Get to fighting. I expect some injuries from this, but with our help, the ninja guards will be able to handle the rest. So I don't believe we're going to be getting assault charges for this, because we're not in their territory. Yeah, so these high paladins have the big paladin cross weapons. They're extremely good, extremely dangerous. Yeah, that's not surprised. We're gonna be looting them. If they're any decent quality, we might actually keep a couple around for a little while. Like, they're probably only be, like, refit and that level. Who's committing a crime? Face horns down. Took a bit of a beating. We're gonna take the opportunity to actually heal up these ninja guards. Maybe a little bit of free rep from them. Oh, the barman. We definitely want him in good health. I don't know what would happen if the barman died. Probably nothing good. I don't think he'd be replaced. This is Kenshi. Yeah, so we've got a few out. Oh, Sands too. That's unfortunate. A couple pretty bad injuries, but no one is quite on the brink of critical yet. So here we are, minding our own business, and the Holy Nation jumped us. Okay, we're gonna get everyone on medic, and then we're gonna get looting quickly. So who has a big backpack? Yeah, Ruka. I imagine your first aid's great. So let's start looting some of these paladins. So Paladin's Cross. Plus 50% damage versus robots. They're not great on anything else. You know, little penalty to humans and animals. But that doesn't matter when you have a 30% armor penetration as well. So we're taking that for sure. Chain shirt. It is a faction uniform, but it's a standard grade chain shirt. So it's not bad. You know what? We're just going to take it all. Anything worth money. I'm not taking the boots, though. Mid-grade salvage. Nothing fancy. But yeah, again, we're going to take all this armor. Chainmail. Chainmail is some of the best stuff you can find. Yeah, Sadniel has a big backpack, so you can grab a couple. So I'm gonna loot the stuff. If I see anything interesting, I'll let you know. But this is just kind of some cleanup right now. Okay, so let's look what the Holy Nation donated. Couple chests. We're gonna sell these. We're not ready for heavy armor yet. Same with these helmets. It's just a monetary donation. Couple crap level swords. Old refit was the best, but they're all valuable, so we're gonna sell them. They did leave us one refitted blade. We might hold on to this for a while. It is a heavy weapon. 8 kilograms isn't terrible. We might have a couple people strong enough to use it. And we could switch over to hacker class weapons with them. But robots and armor pen will be a running theme. So, you know, we might get a bit of value out of this for a while. And I believe that is it until we get to the interesting parts. So these chain shirts, 100% stomach and chest, a little bit of arm coverage. 100% all around with the chainmail. But these chain shirts are a little bit heavy. But it's just a free layer of resistance, and we don't have everyone in leather shirts yet. So let's compare. So Azumi, I gave the, what a mess. Azumi, I gave that specialist grade leather. So that's 100% chest and stomach, 1728.50. So actually that leather shirt is better than these chain shirts, surprisingly. I kind of figured it'd be the other way around. Plus, it's got some debuffs. But that's specialist grade. What do kind of the regulars have? Black and chain. You probably replace Shrikes. So what's this black and chain look like? 41260, 82060. So slightly better. We'll get some of these chain shirts out. Chainmail we might hold on to. 10 kilograms is hefty. So we'll swap out dark leather shirt's probably fine. Emmett's leather vest, 81450. 82060. So a little bit better. 6 kilograms versus 1. You're not strong enough for it yet, I don't believe. So, you know, actually not as big deal as I thought it was. 6950. We can switch out Ruka's. Because if anyone, she's strong enough. These high-grade leather shirts are probably better in the most part, and then the hivers and the robots can't use them. You know what, not bad. But we're going to sell most of it. But until then, it is time to rest up, and I'll catch up with everyone when we can hopefully leave. As I'm resting up, the survivors woke up and are trying to start more shit in town. So the people that don't need to rest, we're going to go deal with them. Not much of a threat now that they have no weapons or armor. The servants still do, but they're chumps. Not worried about them. Zumi, you're going to need to rest, though. Holy Nation really messing with my plans here. Rosteko, you're in good shape. I wonder if there's anyone to heal. No, it looks like the friendlies are all in good shape. Some dust bandits in here too. Barman is still out. Don't know where he is. But he did survive. Hopefully he wakes up at some point and can do business again. Oh, there he is, Barman. Recovery coma. He's, yeah, -10. He won't be too long. We did take a slight faction hit with the Holy Nation. 23 instead of 22. But, you know, we didn't cause this fight. Okay, we're back. And we are going to leave before any more clownage goes on. Mostly rested back up to shape, except Sans. He'll be fine. I had to do a quick pick stop, deal with a couple crops that were ready to grow, or ready to harvest. Don't want them dying, because that cactus is still borked. Or, not the cactus, the wheat straw. And we used a bunch of food, so we're going to detour to the high village here. See what they have, and then break into the foglands. We definitely want to avoid the Holy Nation now. They'll likely attack Sadniel on sight, and we don't have the power to deal with the Holy Paladins. Or Paladins, probably. High Paladins, no. And I don't know what their patrols are going to have. So what do we have the shop here? Robotics, don't need. Hive Trader, here we go. Okay, let's, food-wise, what do they have? Leather hive vest, rusted hive shirt, black and chain hive shirt, hiver chain shirt. Couple of good options here for the bug boys. I know that's not food. We have hiver chain. That's gonna be heavy. And we can't make plain chain armor anyways, so why bother look at But the leather high vest we can definitely start building when we get back. The fish are kind of a bad food source here. But we can stack up a lot of it, so let's just do that. I'm probably a bit overkill, but better to be prepared, because we're going to be a long way out of friendly territory. Okay, that's fine. Wonder what these guys buy rum for. 112%, not bad, but we'll hold on to it. And let's continue. Hopefully free of beak things. But seeing how everything started off, that might be too much to wish for. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm fast forwarding through and I run into a bunch of beak things. I will quickly deal with them. We don't want to throw too many numbers at them still, because of the splash. So we're going to have everyone else just kind of chill out. Okay, one down. And two down. Maybe we'll loot up a little bit. Still weightless, not bad. So yeah, let's seal up anyone that needs it. Deep's arm is pretty messed up. Yeah, so we took a few accidental splash hits from running past the beak things. But overall, I think we can keep going. They don't seem to have a general trader on this one. Commune hut, factory. Robotic shop. Yeah, so nothing really neat here. So back up to the Foglands. We'll use them to skirt through Holy Nation territory. I'd rather deal with the Fogmen than any Paladins. But a quick run through the east side shouldn't really attract much attention. If we really have to, we could just start raiding. I guess it's a mine, not a farm. The farms are a bit inland. Yeah, because there's no towns really in this area. So we need, all the food we have is kind of it. We should be pretty stocked up. Most of our troops don't eat much. Ruka does eat more than usual. And then of course Sadniel eats nothing. Okay, great. Split up in the Foglands. Okay, we're exiting the Foglands now. Absolutely nothing of note happened. Didn't even see a single Fogman. So moving off into thus unexplored, an unexplored area. Obedience. So there's a giant skeleton hand, giant skeleton face. What the? The ground is solid metal, totally smooth. Kind of came at a bad time. But it's essentially an old graveyard of sorts. Ancient skeleton war machines, you know. Judging by the size, of course, they're multiple stories tall. Nothing else really happens here. It's just interesting lore-wise. Because those robots are enormous compared to what we typically see. And if they're like the skeletons we know, they're basically sapient. So after the wars, they commanded all their machines to go into the pit, end their lives, and they did. Because they were obedient to their masters. But on that note, this area is pretty dangerous. This place is a relic of the old world. The husks of machinery here have wonders of production. Machines building more machines to build more machines with. In the end, they couldn't keep up with its hunger. This is where I was born. It's a bit of a pain to navigate through some of it, because there's lots of water, of course. I have flying drones. They won't bother us. But there are a few areas that are kind of remnants of high-tech past empires. We have these little flying guys just checking out the area. The issue is there are some on the ground as well, and they're jerks. Let's speed up a little bit. Try to make it into the middle. Discovered ruin. We might take a peek at that one, but I believe these ones will likely be defended. Nothing over here. Oh, these are empty ruins. Okay. Well, let's check them out. Faction, Floodland Ruins, no members. Okay. Probably other ways around, but we're just going to go through the flooded area in the middle. Okay, we have something moving out of sight. We'll have to be careful about them. Another ruin, another ruin. We're just going to go straight up the middle. If we have the chance. Did I bring Verkellen's good crossbow? Good, I did. Oh, here we go. Got a mover. Iron Spider. So this guy isn't... He's pretty low tier compared to the robotic enemies we'll see. But it's still 200 HP across the board. Attack and defense going to be around 36. Strength 36 is quite high. High dexterity, high toughness. Very difficult, especially since we're running katanas, which are kind of garbage for robots. Minus 40%. So we're going to try to avoid fighting them. even if it means going for a swim. So the ruins and armories are often... Oh, there's one under there. Lab number 2. They're usually guarded by stronger versions of these iron spiders, like security bots and stuff. Something we don't really see by the numbers is they attack incredibly fast as well. They get a hit off on you, they can, combo you up 3 or 4 times. It's AoE damage. Discovered unknown object. Let's poke a little bit closer to this lab. I don't see anything moving. One's mostly underwater, so it's probably not defended. But we'll get to the edge, send Murstako in. Unknown tower. That's where we want to go, I think. These iron spiders aren't too observant, so stealth will work here. Ooh. Okay. First floor. Looks good. Second floor. Here we go. Security spider. Not as strong limb-wise, but we're reaching stats into the 50s and 60s. That's one of them. And we got one upstairs. I'm debating it. There's only 2 of them in this ruin. Actual number of residents, 2. We might be able to do this. Maybe we'll do it on the return trip. Until then, let's try to stick to the ground. Just a little bit faster to move. Another ruin. Fallen tower. What do we know about this? No faction. Unknown residents, unknown. Is that just this? I'm not sure what it's trying to point out. Unknown tower. It might not be the one I'm looking for. Doors closed but unlocked. We'll be cautious. Someone sees us. I don't see who. I don't see any iron spiders out here. Not close anyways. Okay, looks like this tower is empty. So let's just pile in. Should be safe for now. Probably nothing of value in here. Looks pretty destroyed. Oh, an ancient science book though. We'll take that. Another ancient science and a bit more rum, so why not add it to the collection. Yeah, small research bench. Probably nothing in there. No. We do have a chest though. More ancient science. Armored hood. Who's wearing one of them? Haythorn, I think. Oh, iron faceplate. 5 kilograms, 4 kilograms. Take a bit of an upgrade. So you can drop the item off, but you can't equip it. Okay, and what do these cabinets hold? Oh, that's locked. Old refitted guardless katana. Nothing interesting. And looks like our lockpicking is good enough to work on these safes now. One try. Okay. More ancient science. CPU units were good. Spring bat. We'll take that along. And these CPU cores are light. Rusty chain shirt. Well, we'll take it. Okay, so nothing too fancy in here. Probably could rest if we needed to. But we're actually pretty healed just from traveling, so let's pile out. Well, let's wait for everyone. Yeah, fortunately there's not too many iron spiders out, so I don't need to dodge too much. What do we have here? Is this on the map? Just a ruin. I don't think we're going to see anything here, but... Discovered unknown tower. Another one. Yeah, this is just a ruin. Let's see if we can at least flag it on the map. Empty ruins. Unknown residents. Okay, I think this is where we're looking to be. This tower looks like it's in good shape. Ooh, is that a spider? No, that one's not active. If I did run into a spider, it'd be like a really dangerous beak thing. Have one or two people get around it on melee, different sides. Cheese it with Berkellen as much as possible. Oh, fell skeleton. Let me guess, another adventurer. You certainly don't look like the scavenger type, or the other bandit type for that matter. How'd you know? The Floodlands mostly attract the adventuring type. It's full of lost treasures, of course, so why wouldn't it? Anyone else of sane mind wouldn't risk the spider bots. They keep most of the more hostile trespassers at bay, at least. But life holed up in this tower can get dull, so it's always good to share shelter and exchange stories with fellow adventurers. Oh, so you're an adventurer too. Used to be. Skeletons aren't as perishable as skeletons like yourself. Okay, so you bugged out the text there. But we still have a limit to our existence. We start to seize up over time, or we start working suddenly without warning. My time is near. My parts are wearing out, and I'm not as fit for exploration as I used to be. So here I am, retired in the solitude of the Floodlands. Do you miss traveling? At times. I've traveled the eastern ashlands to the southern swamps. Recovering lost relics and lost pieces of history is something that's always satisfied me. And of course, watching human behavior as the world evolves and falls. You could probably teach me a thing or two about the world's history. Wouldn't even know where to start, but I enjoy nothing more than swapping notes and imparting the knowledge of the world. Can you first few months? How about you come with me? You can impart all the knowledge you want. If I have the company of a fellow adventurer, I suppose that shouldn't be too much for me to handle. And I always enjoy the study of hive companionship. I enjoy nothing more than the last adventure. Let's go. This is Burn. I don't know why we're getting the customization screen, because he is a unique skeleton. He's always here, unless he gets killed by the security spiders. He's got some loot. It's considered stealing, but it's also Burn, so I don't think he's going to care. He's got a well kitted out house here. Electrical workbench. Skeleton repair bed, so if you ever needed that, it's always worth checking out. Let's just see what's in these big chests, though. So Sad Neil, yeah, actually, Sad Neil will pop in the bench. He's missing a few HP all around. Short cleaver, cat number 2. So short cleavers are good secondary weapons. Bit of armor pen, bit of damage to some robots. They're one-handed, so they're not powerful compared to some of the big weapons. But we'll hold on to that. Don't think Burn will mind. And the roof, just one of these small wind generators. Yeah, these skeleton beds work fast. How are the other limbs doing? Shrike, 108. Could use it for a bit of a top-up, but she's still good. Izumi, still at full. And let's look at Burn. 15s, so he's one of the weaker members, but he's got, you know, a decent spread. A long cleaver. Decent weapon, but not great for training, as per the usual. We'll heal him up when we get back home, though. So yeah, we're gonna just pop up, get out of the floodlands, and just gonna break east through World's End. So that's 2 of the 3 always available skeleton recruits. The next one might take a little longer. Iron Spider, we'll avoid him. Looks like something interesting here. Melted tower or something. A ruin up on the hill. Wonder if it's easily accessible. We'll have to get closer. No, we'd have to go way to the edge and across the bridge, it looks like. I think we'll have to swim across the land here. Cannibal Plains. So there's really only 2 things to find here. Cannibals and plains. Building. We'll go over there. Wait, you see that up ahead? I'm sure I saw something. Just the wind, relax. Stay off the hashish a while, eh? It's not that. This is the Cannibal Plains. You're being hunted. It wasn't always like this. We don't know why the Northwesterners suddenly developed a taste for humanoid meat. Guess that's lucky for you, Tinhead. The one place in the land where you're not the prey. Just make sure to rescue us if we get caught and sentenced to the chopping block. Oh, I think we're in a cannibal camp. Yeah, we are. Watch out for that. Okay, Hidden Forest. A slightly safer neighboring region. So Fogmen, or not Fogmen, these cannibal tribes, they're somewhat similar to the Fogmen. They fight a little more intelligently. They're not going to try to pick you up and run away in the middle of the battle. And when they tie you to a pole, they're not going to eat you alive. They're just going to kill you first. You, don't take another step. Okay. Lots of ninja. You're trespassing on private land, human. Cooperate peacefully and we won't have to resort to violence. What do you want? Want to kill all humans. Just want refuge. Shelter, rest. Well, you've not picked the best place to seek refuge. I have no qualms with shacks. Not a shack. But I can't say the same for the other villagers. Many of them are devout Okronites, and non-humans can make them nervous, to say the least. You're free to rest up and trade, but you do well to keep your head down and make it quick. Thanks. What is this place? All you need to know is that we're enemies of the Holy Nation, same as you. We're the closest thing to allies you're going to find on this side of the world, so I trust you keep our location to yourself. See, these are the Flotsam Ninjas. They're the, I don't know, they're kind of a anti-Holy Nation faction. But they have the same religion, just interpreted differently. So it doesn't have the built-in misogyny. It doesn't have all the anti-human rhetoric. But they are an ally if you're fighting Holy Nation or fighting slavers. Got business with me? Or, yeah. Use supplies. We only keep essentials here. Take a look. Yeah, they don't have much. But we'll stock up on some cooked vegetables. How's the food actually looking? Not bad. We've used a lot of our better ones. But I'll stock up when I can. What's the rum price here? 94. So we're not getting anything from that. Okay, we'll leave them. Got business with me? Nope, I'm leaving. So the Flotsam have little safe houses and stuff dotted around the area. They've got a small village. I can't remember exactly where. Somewhere in this area, the hidden forest. Scout post. Yeah, we don't have any real business with them. So we can run into patrolling, I think we can run into patrolling Flotsam ninjas around here. They're also just groups of cannibal hunters. They're a bit more heavily armored. Like the mercenaries. And if we're in the area, that they can squad up with us. For free, I think. Might as well check out their village while we're here. I don't know what beasts are in the area. Probably just bonehounds and or bone dogs and raptors. But in case it is bone dogs, we'll keep our distance. Yeah, we don't have good sight lines here because of all the hills, so it is possible we run into a cannibal camp. Or a patrol. But we're closing in on the Flotsam village, so we'll check out them, do their story. Not much, but as long as you're not allied with the Holy Nation, it's a fairly friendly place. Oh Lord, a skeleton. Breathe in, breathe out. So yeah, even though they're not hostile outright to skeletons and the like, they've still been brought up in the religion that they are basically the devil. So maybe we'll leave him out. I don't know what they'll do. Probably nothing. Why do they let a beast in the village? Yeah, so they're kind of dickheads still, whatever. Pia, I think she's a unique recruit. Riva might be. They got a couple in here. And here's Maul. She's the leader of the Flotsam. Nowhere in this world is safe. People are either trying to burn us at the stake or they're trying to eat us alive. But at least the cannibals are good for one thing, target practice. Yeah, truest words I ever heard. Anyway, you're here in my space, so I guess you want something to ask away. Got nothing better to do till my next target drops by. Are you the leader of the Flotsam? Yep. Why set up base in a land of cannibals? There's no holy nation out here, no empire, no slavers. Cannibals make a good deterrent anyways, not to mention they're mere insects compared to the Holy Nation. As long as we keep them under control, that is. My only wish is that they learn to wear pants. Oh yeah, thanks for the info. I don't really want to join them right now. Maybe later on when we're really dealing with a bit of an anti-slave or anti-holy nation agenda. Let's talk to you. Hi from the godless lands, huh? Don't get many of those wash up here. Hope you'll talk more sense than everyone else around here. What do you mean? I learned the hard way that there is no God, but a lot of the refugees here, they just can't let go of their belief in Okran, even after Okran betrayed us all, abandoned us to be left at the mercy of man. Just can't live amongst this nonsense any longer. I despise it. So you're looking to leave? I am. It's funny. I swore I'd serve no man again, but you're no pure blood. Perhaps you're different. I love nothing more than sticking with the holy nation anyway. And what better to do than join the dark side? I was trained by the Flotsam ninjas and apprentice, although I've never quite made it to be fully fledged paladin basher based on account of my anger issues. You have 6,000 cats. I think it's a fair price tag for my sword skills. So what do you say? You know what? Sure. We'll hire her. And Pia. My sister Navia. She always forbid me from using a sword. Said I'd end up falling victim to my own clumsiness. Thought I'd wind up stabbing my eye out with my own sword. Well, then I was never allowed to learn first aid either. She said I'd end up making pincushions of the whole Flotsam squad. But you know what? Do you know what I am good at? Running. Running free, running from all the chaos, leaving behind a dusty trail. I love it. You need a runner? I'm your girl. Sure. What about your sister? Navia, she's gone. Died doing what she loved, fighting paladins. And that's all that matters. Without Navia here, there's nothing for me here. And the Flotsam ninjas got plenty of runners. They won't miss one more. How much you charging? Simple woman. All I need is daily bread. But in honor of Navia, the toughest Flotsam ninja to ever live, I appreciate 3,000 cat donation to support the rebels. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's see what they're all about. Riva. Pretty terrible. Pia. She is strong. Okay. 20 strength. High athletics. So, yeah, I guess we got what was described. Oh, wait, couple recruits that are compatible with the group. And let's see what else they have in town. We got a crash. Hopefully the autosave wasn't too far back. I did crash a couple times when we moved into the armory, so I'm going to be a little more careful. Do a save there. See what I can do to fix it. Game usually runs a little better for me than kind of as we've seen. Like we were having crashes at the hub earlier. Having crashes here for some reason. Okay, P is back though. Digna, I believe you're just random. Knife. Mole, of course. Be the leader, yep, okay. Never mind, I'm done. I don't see Riva. Okay, Digna, I guess, is a unique recruit. Let's see what she's about. It's been months since I left Stack behind now. When I came here, met women who could use sabers, women who could speak their mind, could read, write. It was something I'd always dreamed of seeing. Something that should make me feel something. What do you mean? I want no part of it anymore. The holy nation, Flotsam, all of it. Killed my own father when he caught me trying to escape my home, and I feel nothing for it. The emptiness frightens me. I just want to be far away from here as possible. No more. Maybe I can help you with that. Join us. So I'm hoping for, you'd say, appreciate taking a chance with me, brother, but I can't leave until you pay the recruitment fee. 3,000. Can you spare it? Yeah, whatever. What are you? Your knife. Hi from the outside. Hi from outside the Holy Lands, huh? Tell me how's the village been treating you so far? Yeah, they're not the friendliest bunch. Don't mind them. The fear of humans has been raiding the upgrading of all Holy Nation citizen for hundreds of years. It's hard to fight against the only logic you've ever known. Guess what happens when a nation closes itself off to the rest of the world? Our minds close up with the borders. What about you? You don't feel the same way? Not me. I've traveled enough since leaving Stack to know that humans are no more tolerable than the rest of you. and I'm ready to go on another travel. You always appreciate that what's taken away from you, and for me, that was my freedom, which brings me to my next question, traveler. Are you hiring? My feet are itching to roam again. Sure, or whatever. Well, I'm seasoned enough that I can handle myself in a fight. 6,000 to send back home to my mother and stack. After that, to happily follow you for food and security. You skipped the Holy Nation, left your mother behind? It's not that simple. Not all Orknite women feel the same way as us about a revolution. My mother's one of those, very traditional, with her stubborn devotion to God that's nothing short of admirable. So naturally, since I left with the rebels, we're not exactly on talking terms. That doesn't mean I don't care for her. Keep sending her gifts. Yeah, whatever. Bring her along. And I don't see Riva. Maybe it's just random whenever we get to town who's here and who isn't. I will grab Pia again. Sounds mean. What about your sister? How much charging? Sure. Yeah, so those are all uniques. They have the Flotsam recruits all have kind of a Flotsam dialogue pack. But the three of them will all have identical outside their backstories. So let's quick save it. A bar, cool. And let's see if the armory will let us in. Before I go in, I'm going to hit Control, Shift F11, which will do nothing. Supposed to fix 2 buildings. Okay, just that. Messed up data. Can we walk in now? Yes. This might have been the nav mesh. There's a quick... Okay. There's a quick shortcut to fix nav meshes. Has to get done now and then, so maybe that's it. But she'll trade. Nice Naginata. Cat 3, so quite a lot better than our refit. It's a Caton weapon, so Caton Scrapmasters are kind of the last human faction that's making any weapons of any value. But the cat levels are all kind of mid-grade. The Mark 1, 2, 3s are better than that. And a Mark 3 is pretty good. Is it Mark? No. Yeah, the Marks are better than that. And then there's edge weapons on top of that, which are even better. The Caton weapons are typically a little heavier on the blunt than average. But 5210, 7819. We'll stick with the R's for now. It's good for training. Block plate jackets are really good. Kind of medium armor. Lots of weapon plans. Yeah, nothing we're too interested in. We'll check out this last bar. Accidentally close the door on them. Marissa Pop, those are randoms. Oh, here's Riva. We'll grab her again, why not? So hopefully that doesn't mess up our food requirements too much. How much do they buy our rum for? Who has a trike? Yeah, still 97. Hopefully, hopefully World's End will buy it for a little more. Yeah, it was 4 people I wasn't really thinking of hiring or thinking we get, but they kind of all have similar stories that would fit around. Nowhere else to go. Check out their stats, I guess. Yeah, we saw Riva. Nothing. Yeah, she was strong. Strong and fast. High athletics, high strength. Knife. Just spattering of combat skills. Digna. Ugh, she's absolutely fresh. Okay. And what's that total? Squad. 20 out of 50. Getting to be pretty decent numbers. At least one more skeleton I'm looking at getting. Feels good to be away from civilization, if you can call any city in these lands civilized. It's Digna. I still can't shift these nightmares, though. Haven't had a good night's sleep in weeks. Nightmares about your father? Oh, those are raptors. Yep. Kill enough people and it'll numb you. You'll sleep better. Okay, Ruka. Check therapy. I don't know about that. Trust. So I think we can run to cannibals around here still. Maybe Holy Nation clowns. They kind of consider World's End to be part of their territory. But they're also fairly hands-off about it. Because the whole thing is kind of an affront to most of what they stand for. Some pretty tight mountain paths to get up here, though. Hopefully I'm at least going the right way. Should be able to get there without any interruptions, though, it looks like. This path is pretty empty. Okay. So we're in town. The lodge didn't seem to load properly. So we will probably quick save, quick load that. Okay, here we are. Middle of the night though, so we're gonna have to hit the bar for a while. I don't think there's anyone unique that comes from here. Even if there is anyone hireable, I don't know. What's this guy got stalked? Couple maps. The Swamp, World's End. Seems a bit redundant at this point. Rum. 101%. So the hivers would have sold it, or bought it for the most. Random recruit. Pacifier with the Shek. Mercenaries. That's another rando. But there are more bars, so let's check out what else we got here. And just some more random recruits. Cannibal hunters, mercenaries. Kind of tell it's a university town though, because it's half bars. And who do we have in here? Probably the same. Mercenaries, couple randoms. But we'll hang out somewhere. I don't think anyone's too hurt, or hurt at all. Yeah, we're just going to kill the night, kill time here. They got a couple good shops, and then we'll check out the university as well. Something I didn't show off on the way in. So we have two statues of the Phoenix, the Emperor, which is a bit unusual for a town that's got a bunch of shack hivers, and we'll even see some skeletons later. But there's an explanation for that. Oh, and here's another bar that I missed. But it looks like they're opening, stores are opening up. So we'll start here, headgear shop, see what they got here. Samurai Cloth Pants Masterwork. I don't know. Okay, it's a headgear shop, but yeah, we're gonna buy those. Plans aren't too interesting. Yeah, we're fine. So we got some pants from the hat shop. Very good pants. I really want to find plans for them, so we might need to find an excuse to go visit some United Cities. Because that's, a lot of them were kind of the samurai stuff for standard. That looks like a weapon shop. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's got a lot. You go all the way to Mark III. Really, the only thing we're missing would be training weapons for the new recruits. But we have a stock of them left at the hub, so I'm not too worried about them. At some point we'll need to get off these training weapons that I'm on, but we can hold off for now. So when I get a little bit more dexterity, and then a lot of them will require more strength as well. Oh, thieves' backpacks. We're definitely taking some of these. The two small ones for sure. And we'll take the big one. So that's good. That'll help a lot. What do they have for maps? Holy Map, we already know. Shek Kingdom, we know. Tech Hunters, the Tower of Goats. You know, we'll get that. Map of the Border Zone. I guess there's a way station that we don't know about yet. United Cities, and a post-ancient workshop. This is Mongrel, we know. And Maine, we know. So let's do a little bit of a map checkout. The first one, Tech Hunters, Tower of Goats. Can't remember where this one is. I thought it was up here. Yeah, here we go. Unknown Tower, Tower of Goats. Okay. A post-ancient workshop. This can be anywhere. Because the old world is dotted with all sorts of ancient workshops and... Here we go, way on the island. Little inconvenient. Map of the Border Zone. Didn't show us anything. It's probably one of these way stations you already know about, but whatever. Okay, so not too exciting there. So let's go up to the university itself.